What is up guys, Ramhanawan here and welcome to my Mega Heroes deck profile. Now my Mega Hero deck profile, this deck is different from most hero deck because it's not the straight up 100% bitch build that everyone's used to seeing. It's not the build that's just like, okay, Alias, Stratos, Bubbleman, Miracle Fusion, Gemini Spark, so on and so forth. It's not that kind of build. The kind of build I'm going for kind of tries to use all the hero cards. So we've got Mass Change in there. So we've got all those masked hero monsters. We've got the Elemental Hero Shinings, the Esquados, the Absolute Zero, so on and so forth. It's just a mix of all the different heroes. So although this isn't the most competitive hero deck, this is probably the most fun hero deck that I've ever seen, the most fun that I've ever played. I really enjoy playing this deck. And yeah, so I'm playing around with heroes a lot lately. I'm working on a hero build that kind of works on like Flame Wingman, Shining Flame Wingman, Thunder Giant, so on and so forth. Those classic hero cards. Because although we all know how to easily summon the Shining, we all know how to easily summon Absolute Zero. But we don't know how to get Flaming Wingman out and actually use it efficiently, actually have a deck that efficiently uses these sorts of cards. So that is what I'm currently working on. I'm currently working on a deck profile that will hopefully bring those kind of plays out. So expect that in the future. But anyway, my Mega Hero deck, as I'm calling it. So like I said, this deck mainly works with these element heroes and the masked heroes. So of course, Mass Change. Mass Change works with 3 different kind of monsters. Water, Earth, and Fire. So we've got 3 fire monsters, sorry. The Fire Masked Hero is pretty much the worst in my opinion. Masked Hero Goga. This card gains 100 attack for each hero monster in the graveyard. So it's not bad. Initial 2200 attack. It's not bad. Not good either. So, but that's there anyway. So, then we got the water ones. So we got Vapor and Acid. These are the 2 most efficient ones in my opinion. This one can't be destroyed by card effects, and Acid has a really good effect to destroy all spell and trap cards and then cause all monsters your opponent controls to lose 300 attacks. So that can be a very useful card. Let's say for example you've got a Elemental Hero Ice Edge on the field and they set a nice little back row. End of the turn you flip Mass Change, get rid of Ice Edge, summon Acid, boom, back row goes. And whatever monsters they happen to have on the field at that time loses 300 attack points each. So it's a very nice little combo. Dian is another really good one. So let's say for example Wild Heart. Attack with Wild Heart, deal some damage or destroy a monster. Then use Mass Change. Summon Masked Hero Dian. Hero Attack, destroy a monster. Special summon level 4 or lower hero monster. Summon Stratos, use Stratos' effect. Either destroy another card or get a card to the hand. Then use him to attack again. So very nice strategies involved in that as well. Of course, Miracle Fusion, we all know that, we all know what it does. The main targets for Miracle Fusion are Absolute Zero and the Shining, of course. So that is that. Super Poly. I haven't really seen much of this, but I mean it's one of the life forces of the deck. I mean, it'd be kind of foolish not to run it in the deck because it just works so well with heroes. You can pretty much make any single hero monster you want. So I got 2 Shining in my main extra deck, 2 Great Tornadoes, 2 Absolute Zeros, and 2 Esquado. The reason I got 2 of each of those and then only 1 Hero Gaia and 1 Nova Master is just because those are the 4 most common decks that I seem to come into nowadays. So if I happen to be facing Earth or I happen to be facing Fire, next game I'll side out some Fire, some Earth monsters, and boom, I'll have a nice extra deck ready with Super Polymerization to pretty much just combine my Elemental Heroes with whatever he throws at me. So that's it's nice to have all the different element fusion monsters, so whatever you come up against, Super Poly can do its thing. As far as some of the more interesting monsters, Clayman, Bursterinix, and Avian, you don't really see these 3 much nowadays. They're the classics. I got them in there just because, really. I mean, there's not much they can do. Avian is there, so if we want to, we can get Great Tornado. Bustrix there, just an extra fire monster, just an extra earth monster, so is Clayman. Bubbleman, of course, 3 Bubbleman. Bubbleman is actually a really useful card because a lot of the times you see yourself coming to the end of your hand, special summon it, get an attack off, mass change it, super poly it, whatever you want to do. So yeah, that's Bubbleman. Elemental Hero Heat, pretty good card, especially if you're swarming the field. You might want to trade in Lady Heat for 2 heats, but Lady Heat can be useful in her own right, sort of acting more like a Gaga cowboy in a way, so she's definitely useful. Elemental Hero Ice Edge, very surprisingly good card. So you can use this to send a hero monster from your hand to the graveyard, use that as a material for Miracle Fusion later on. Then you can attack directly, deal 800 points of damage, destroy a back row, then use Mass Change, go into Acid or Vapor, whatever you want to do. So maybe use Ice Edge to destroy Bottomless. Then Acid is free to rain. So yeah, very good combo with there. Voltic, a lot of the time you're going to be able to inflict direct battle damage with this card. So you're going to be banishing cards with Miracle Fusion. With Voltic, you're going to be able to special summon some of those back, and things like Stratos are going to be really useful to special summon back. Alias is there just because it's a nice 1900 beat stick, not running Gemini Spark, plus it's a light monster for the Shining. Wild Heart, pretty decent effect, plus it's the Earth for dying and lots of other things. And Elemental Hero Woodsman again. Just another Earth. I also have a Polymerization thrown in there because a lot of the times, if you draw first turn Polymerization, then you can summon something from the extra deck. Whereas opposed to if you draw a first turn Miracle Fusion, you may not be able to summon something from the extra deck. So yeah, definitely a good card is Polymerization if you draw it first turn. Pot of Duality, Pot of Avarice, pretty self-explanatory really. Bottomless, 2 Dark Bribes, Solomon Judgment, Solomon Warning, and 2 Torrential Tributes. But anyway guys, that is my Mega Heroes deck profile. If you'd like to make this deck, I highly recommend it. It's not the old boring Alias, Stratos, Bubbleman, Beat, whatever you want to call them decks. It's not the old boring, those sort of decks. It's something new, something fresh, it's something interesting. I've actually had this deck for a while. Not a lot of people I've seen run Mass Change. Not a lot of people are running Super Poly nowadays from what I know. But they are really fun cards, and they will piss your opponent off to a certain extent, especially Super Polymerization. It is a very, very powerful card. But in its own right, they're fun for you to play. And like I said, I highly recommend you guys try this deck out. I really, really enjoy it. But anyway guys, if you did enjoy this video, remember to give it a like rating, comment down below, let me know what you think of the deck profile overall, and subscribe for more videos. Again guys, it's Ron Padawan, and I'm out. Peace, thank you for watching.